It's Fireman Man. I don't know. Hey. Ba-da-da-dum. Shout out Joe Blau, Jack Levin, Jason, Zinians. Tree City West is outrageous. Guy. Y'all are so chaotic. Y'all are some of the most chaotic fucking crypto users. I'm drinking coffee and orange juice. Doesn't get any more chaotic than that. What's up though? What up, Tree? What up, Zenthusiast number one, as usual? Frosty, what's good? Rolando, King Peasin. What's up? T-Law Fitness. Looking like ETH is getting ready to make my Zen and Hex bags pump nicely. We are finally going to see a real altcoin season. Dude, possibly. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Fast Out Duel in the chat. Always here for the tech. Because that's what we do. We talk about tech. Talk about technology in this bitch. Right? That's how we beat everybody to everything. We got DGN. We got Zen. DGN right now flipping bearish. Is it flipping bearish right now? Oh my God. Oh my God. The homies threw some chaos in the mix. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I think it's so funny. It's fucking comedy. It is comedy. It is comedy. I haven't flipped my calendar. That's why I'm not showing my face yet. Flipping my calendar right now. Oh, Jack is live. Shout out Jack. This is the Crypto Bruh channel. I'm live. Jack can come to my channel and go live with me if he wants me to care. Because I'm live. What on earth could Jack possibly be talking about? He said everything. Damn, where in the freak? I should have built this before I started my stream, but I didn't. And now we're here. Got the fucking beanie on. What's up, guys? Today is July 21st. It's Monday. July 21st. It's your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another one of these videos. Oh shit. Live streaming every single freaking day about Zen and its relationship to the overall markets. I told you, we already beat that video game. We got ranks coming in. We got stickers from a past Zen time. Look, this is a cool sticker. Shout outs. I still have the link in my bio. If you want some Zen shit, I got this stuff for free. So I've kept the free ad in the bio. Big ups. I hope to drop some Zen merch too. Also, I know Tree City West has hashheads.io. There's some Zen merch over there if you've been trying to get your Zen fit. Zen fitted. What up, though, Tekken? I don't know what Jack could be possibly talking about right now. What more can he say? Zen story and pictures. Oh, I remember this chat. Are you talking about this? Because that's old school. That's like some dude, or, you know, throwback hour. This guy's reviving some of his throwbacks. He's also causing chaos, so you can't even see it. Jack Levin with the chaos. I don't know, man. I don't know. As you know, this your boy Crypto Bro. I just be chilling. And it's been a good weekend. All right. If you don't have your shit together, that's on you. Okay. What we talk about on this channel is Zen and its overall relationships, overall markets. I've been told you we're probably going to try to reach for the 200. We're reaching for it. Praying to God on this ladder of heaven. God, please take us to heaven. But was this the bottom? I don't know, because I don't trust anybody on the other side of this fucking webcam. Like everybody over on that side, different people, always causing chaos, throwing fucking grenades in the trench. And saying, do you see that shit, Sparky? You better get the fuck out. That's how it feels. That's how it feels to be in the Zen trench. And I'm still trying to decode if that's good or bad, because that's one of the best ways to exterminate rats. Just throw the grenade in the trench. You shouldn't have been hanging with the rats. Rat colonies, they flip quick. They flip quick. You better be a rodent killer. That's how I'm thinking of it. That's a throwback. Oh yeah. Everybody's like, I got Jack on GPS. I don't see that fool anywhere. I don't see that fool anywhere. I got Jack right here. This nigga's find me because he, you know, my generational wealth is in this dude's hands. I told you, man, we drinking orange juice and coffee this morning. We're bringing the chaos. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend. A lot of spicy shit's going on. Who knows what's happening right now? Again, I think it's whatever you want to believe and however you've gotten here. It was already feeling like for weeks that Zen was transcending into something else. And I was trying to say, yo, if it's Downy, it's going to hit 4 million and it's going to keep going down because the stakers are going to shit on it. Right. So now if you're here and you don't know shit about Zen, you can buy my ebook. Ebook coming soon. It's like, I don't know what the fuck it, man. You should know what's going on. And if you're just getting here, if you're brand new, all right, welcome to the Crypto Bro channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, you know, hit the heart. If you over on X right now, come over to YouTube. I think I tweeted it out that I'm live. I think so. Is it through? Is it through? Did I do it? Oh, I changed my fucking X profile photo. I have transcended from my Bitcoin ordinal Zen Knight, which I still own. Because what? That's one of the rarest Zen artifacts. That one is like, whoa, you got a Knight. You was there in May 2000 or April 23. Like, yeah, bitch, I got a Knight. That's why I'm clowning y'all, bro. If you're not burning Zen right now, you're gonna get clowned on. Clowned. Like, wow, you had a chance to really roll the ranks all the way up because you was here so early, but you didn't believe in it, so you didn't burn it. You ain't got them records. You ain't got them records because you didn't believe in it. That's what's gonna happen. So I'm ready for people to bring the belief. We know that's next. This shit is getting funny. But I did not post it. Hold on, let me post this real quick. YouTube is the lore. That's where all of the lurkers live. The trenches are on YouTube, not on X. Eventually, I'm gonna start streaming live on Pump Fun. I said this last week to sub to the channel. Members will learn first, and then I'll like tell everybody that sub to the channel. because we're going to move the IP. We're moving the IP, the intellectual property, and we're taking our talents to Web3. Now, I didn't say, I'm not taking my talents to Pump Fund. I just believe Pump Fund has the best social fi leverage right now. Like, they're going to have the most leverage. Everyone's going to move there, go live there. They're going to apply the most pressure. Like, we know how this game goes. And yeah, I want to be there, not on YouTube. I caught the end of YouTube. That's why my YouTube, shout outs to everyone that's here that hits the like button that be pulling up. But the YouTube is like never gonna grow because of its classic like concepts. Like, YouTube's about to change itself. I seen some changes today where I was like, wait a second, whoa, that's different. That's really different. And you know, it is about time for YouTube to figure it out. If you don't know this about YouTube, and I'm shitting on it, so maybe they'll shit on me and be like, oh, just press this video. But yeah, like 50% of YouTube is fucking shorts now, 15-second clips. YouTube is done, fried. So the fact that Laura is still here chilling on some Zen shit, people still checking in, even though it's not crazy numbers. Because again, I'm not driving content towards a target audience. I talk about Zen and its relationship to the overall markets, and Zen just happens to be one of the most pure cryptocurrencies on the planet, bitch. Comes directly from the blocks. You could put color in the blocks, mintzen.com. Start your journey. If you can understand mintzen.com with no help, you're actually lit. If you can go to the how-to on mintzen.com and start a ladder, you're sick. Minzen 2.0 coming soon, though. We're hoping to be inside of the palm of your hand this fall, so you can mint Zen anywhere. Be on a mountain, mint some Zen. You know, do a little. You can go to the top of the mountain, hit rainbow, and it'll produce 8 Zen mints for you at a click of the button. It's gonna be crazy. What's up, Optimus Prime? What up, Brian? Zen X1 after alt season. Maybe. The YouTube, what's up, Wavy? The YouTube channel is the ebook. The YouTube channel is the ebook. I've been meaning to plug all my YouTube videos into like some AI reader. Sometimes I'll just be saying shit just for that, just so it's in the fucking YouTube. Because who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And we're evolving again. This is starting to evolve. And why I do believe you're gonna see. I mean, I already see the homie execute. He's trying to execute on this. I think he's typing in and starting to understand what can happen, because he hasn't turned his stream off. Wait, where's his stream at? Oh, it's right here. This fool execute has not took the stream down. He's really trying to outpace. Right. Now, right now is a good time to build a fan base before they come through and start shitting on people for making. Well, it's a weird game, because you could play like any music, and that's why YouTube hates monetization, right? Because that's where they get a lot of lawsuits, is incorrectly monetizing stuff and people making money and shit like that. The gray area is crypto isn't really real yet. It doesn't have a lot of legit, legislation of what the fuck we even doing here. So yeah, you could do anything if you are creative. And shout out to Execute. I see he's trying something different than what most people are doing on Pump, and that is what it's all about. Those that do shit different on this Pump live will stand out like a sore thumb. And I think, again, if you're using your face and doing some dope shit, saying some dope shit, building community shit like that, again, people will probably stay tuned in. And if you leverage, this is the way I'm pitching the crypto bro migration is essentially leverage the infrastructure of Pump Fund. Pump Fund has a lot of people who are just chilling now. That's infra. They're waiting around for something cool to come through that can maybe send them on a different path. So, as a Zenian who understands purity, if you understand the minting formula, right? You're not just talking about Zen to make money, which 90% of people talk about Zen to make money. They can't talk about Zen, how it works. If they start talking about how it works, it fucking hurts their head, or the conversation can't go further and further and further because they don't know what the fuck is happening anyways, right? Like, it's ridiculous. Shout outs to everyone that gets it. But yeah, if you understand the minting formula in Zen, then theoretically you should be on Pump Fun talking about Zen. Like, you should be golfing and talking about Zen. It's crypto. Like, I got too much alpha for this one, and that's why, yo, if you migrate to Pump Fun, you're gonna see it happen, because we're gonna King of the Hill the shit out of this thing, and then move everyone to DGen. Oh man, no, I don't know. I'm a vampire because I'm a Zenian, and I get it. I fucking get it, right? And we've been stomped out for a while. A lot of people have shit on Zen because they don't understand it, and they're still trying to shit on it. Now again, I think we can get up to this 200. Do we get above it? I don't know. If you understand the minting formula, some nuggets that I keep dropping is, bruv, go do the research. All right, go to this smart contract, see where the Zen is coming from, see if it's even coming. Pause. I think Zen's a man. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's a girl. See if it's coming. No. I don't know. I guess that's fuck it, man. I don't know. Fuck. That was a bad joke. It can go both ways. But what do you say here? So yeah, you see the transfers, motherfucking transfers, all from the I said this last week, but let's get at it. The exchanges own all the Zen now. So this isn't a surprise. Y'all gave away all the Zen. It was perfect. I don't write a book about that one. How people give away things that are very important. Because a YouTuber said give it away, right? So claim reward. Here's one. It came in 11 minutes ago. We got one. Here's another one 3 hours ago, right? And then you can look. Let's see. That's 1E. It's 1.5. Okay. Let's go to the smart contract. Right now, we're seeing only like xeNFTs maturing and C ranks, like single hand C ranks that people made. What's fascinating about this concept, to me at least, is that like people are here, but they're not here. And that's how you know the inflation has started, or the disinflation is like really beyond what people think it is. It is live and direct. We need like a new group to show up, like I've been saying, to freak the G rank. Right? We as a collective community do not inject enough Ethereum into Zen contract for Zen contract to produce enough coins to make inflation. You could go reverse, rewind, see this number. I'm gonna stick with it because this is also very fascinating, and why I'm saying the Zen minting formula is one of the sickest minting formulas to ever be invented. Next, because like when you think of the minting formula, let's go nerdy with it. Because when you think about like Bitcoin, right? I said this before, but we're just gonna reiterate it for the ones in the back that just showed up. But all Satoshi did was make SHA-256 accessible. He didn't invent SHA-256. The NSA did. And that's why, yeah, maybe if we go even further, yeah, maybe Bitcoin was released by the NSA. It only has 21 million coins. They love the number 21. Like, we all know this shit. So let's just stay on the narrative of like what really happened, not the conspiracy narrative. That's going to be harder to fucking diagnose, right? The thing that happened here is Satoshi optimized SHA-256 for accessibility. That is all that motherfucker did. If he wrote the code, which I'm still trying to figure out, did he even write it? Like, it could have been a group of people with a bunch of commits together, right? So Bitcoin in its instance, in its inception, is about access, because it wouldn't work without access. Everything before Bitcoin, I'm turned up now because Zen is working. It's so working. And the little pieces of DNA that are floating out in the space, like DGN or KGP, everything is thriving. It's fucking crazy. It's from this minting formula, because the minting formula is what has us locked in. Right? You're clocked in, locked in if you got G ranks. Whether there's no X1 or there is X1, and you can see there's a division there too. Right? That's about the minting formula. It's not about X1 chain. People are saying the minting formula will live this way. Some people now are only minting for X1. Shit is buck wild in Zen world. But if you haven't been here for it, you know, you're on one side or the other side, right? I don't know what the yin and yang is doing right now, but it is quite fascinating. And again, if you're here for it, there's ways to see what is going on, right? A lot of single hands mints happening. And then when you look at the C ranks, you know, you could just reverse engineer 477 max term, because it hasn't grown much. I wish we had like a max term chart so you can see how the max term hasn't grown, because it only grows, I think, like every like million G ranks or so. And it's really hard. Like on the other chains, the max rank is like flied, or it's like up at let's see if we can see it. Can you see max terms? Okay, cool. Or on homes? No, you can't. But like if you go to like a chain with a high G rank, like base, right? 100x the G rank of. See, that's why I'm saying, yo, they put all this shit spot on, because OP-XEN is supposedly 10x less than Ethereum-XEN, and then now you have CB-XEN, which is proven it's 366 million G rank. It's 100x to the Ethereum one by nature. We could try to push it forwards or backwards, but we've settled. It's like the water is settled. And if you really know what's going on here, you could tell that, like, oh yeah, this is kind of crazy. Like everybody is doing what they need to do. They're all falling into place. Right? CB-XEN, again, I feel like people will come back to CB-XEN because it has the most supply for the cheapest access. Right? We go to the access conversation when we get there. All Zen is doing is that's where we fit into the Satoshi narrative. Where Satoshi, before I got all turned up, I had to turn down a little bit. Satoshi just invented access. Access is what got Bitcoin to people, right? How Finney helped introduce better access to the system with his knowledge on Bitcoin forums. I think that's why, like, how Finney, his voice or his words are still here, right? Like in the history of crypto, if you're really a crypto historian, essentially, if you've been here for so long, you should know all this shit. So what's happening live? It's happening live right now, right? Like this Zen shit is live as fuck, dude. Go die if you don't like this. Like, don't do that. But like, it's literally that alive. This point in time. Again, if you really get to the cypherpunk understanding, every block has color in it, and the color is essentially life. All these blocks have transactions. Yeah, maybe 90% of them are grifter right now. But we're moving into a world where they're moving people on chain, right? The first bridge of all of this is going to be their identity. How are they putting themselves in there, right? But we still haven't figured out the capital structure, the infrastructure. We have a lot still to build. It's been only, 15 years. And again, Zen is based on blocks. Like, it's the biggest block possible, right? It proves EVM can't handle the amount of blocks that need to be pushed for the reality, for what is today's user base, right? We don't have a 2015 user base. We have a 2025 user base, right? Where people know how to fucking connect a live stream coin to a live stream to a meme coin to a narrative to a pray to God. I hope it goes to all-time highs again. Like, the gambling situation of humanity is out of control, but we're here now. So what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, I love that Zen exists for this particular conversation. Again, like, purity down to the root. It's in the blocks. That's all it does. It's created the N. If you can learn the math of the G, how the G rank works, you can maybe find a spot for profit, right? If X1 is a true success, then Zen is going to go to the moon. So we are in a very niche spot. It's been niche for a while, right? I think, again, we're following the Satoshi concept. I said that few streams ago, where I was like, oh man, this is how they, like, the narrative had to be for Bitcoin. Because all you see at the end of this shit is people joining, right? Like you've detached yourself to a point now where the only reason you're like me, how do I say this? I've never switched up on Zen. Everybody else has switched up. I have never switched. I've only pivoted into things that were 100% Zenian transformational, I guess. Like, sometimes I promote like Yakubu or Yakub and like some stupid meme coins. But I've never just been like, yo, I fuck with this, right? Yo, I fuck with this is something that's on Zolana, right? DGN, Emoji Dracula, Zencat, Soul Zen. Soul Zen was the first render of me going to Solana because I had no reason to be there, but Zenians went, so I went, to see what's up. So when it comes to like this Zen shit, I haven't switched. I haven't promoted anything. I don't even fuck with Pulse Chain. That's one of the reasons why I think my channel gets stomped out, because I'm not providing value for where people are looking on YouTube. Another reason why I think Pump Fund is going to be a better platform for my content. Because YouTube is like it's flooded with like classic. It's going to be harder to transform YouTube. It's not Web3. Zen gets an opportunity because it's still connected to Web2. It's wild, right? The Web2 connection between Zen and like, let's say like XNT is going to be 100% Web3. Like you burn your Zen, you're going into the Web3 portal. Like you're coming with us type shit. It's not like you get a pod back. You got to be able to afford that pod. You got to build that pod and invent the technology to get back and forth between, the worlds. Some people will do it. But I do think a mass majority of individuals are going to come into X1 because its transactions are in the, it's in the trend. It's not in the back, back end world is going to be all right. They'll hit their numbers. They'll have their conferences. They'll eat their lunches. But like disrupting the future of technology, that will not be happening. Disrupting the future technology of Ethereum. Yeah, maybe. But, again, our next 20 years is going to be people coming online and systems being built, right? The government isn't going to build these systems. It's the youth that is going to build the system. They're going to learn about it today and build that shit tomorrow. And that's kind of like where my take is, at least on the, the next 10 years of crypto, and why I think buying Zen to burn it, just like I was explaining a few streams ago, was always the strategy in this particular low zone. Every time it goes low, this is what the strategy is. Buy Zen and burn it. It falls back on the history. The history falls back on Satoshi. It's easy. Everyone's going to be coming into into crypto looking for a Satoshi type story, right? And most people in the consensus will say Satoshi made Bitcoin to change the world, and it's a filter. That's how I think of it too. If this was a video game, wouldn't you create it so that there's like fucking filters before you get to the egg? Like the egg isn't just going to show the fuck up. You can't buy the egg, right? Purchasing of the egg is nothing more than getting a rotten egg at the end, right? Because you're going to get the egg and you're not going to know what to do with it. You're going to hot potato and drop it, fumble it. I've seen it so many times in crypto. Look at Collins Talks Crypto, crashing out, fumbling the egg at the end of the story. Some of them, the OGs, they had the patience. They had the Zen. They could dibble dabble on all of the vibes and keep it Zen, right? Because I did the opposite. I didn't change up. So I seen the everything. I think I seen the things people missed because they changed up and y'all left. So yeah, you're going to be able to call every cycle. The question is how high does the cycle go? And then what is the relationship to the minting? The thing about minting is that there is a lot of supply coming out in XEN. So that's the reality of XEN right now. There's a lot of supply on the horizon. Shout out to Yosef. And we're compressing it now, right? So we don't have to look at everything. That's why I scooped re-up. The homie Execute is relentless facts. I just got some steroids in the mail. I'm ready to get this XEN merch. Wait, you got some steroids in the mail? Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Bro, orange juice is like, it's just smacked up. It's smacked up. It's delicious. All right, hold up. All right. So check it out. So there's a lot of inflation coming out, right? Like on July 6th, 26th, 692 billion XEN is going to come out, right? In 5 days. In 2 weeks, you got 1 trillion XEN coming out. Oh my God. This is actually a wave. I have mints coming out too in this time. This is a wave from a year ago. If you remember in XEN, here, let's go down memory lane in XEN. If you've been here for a second. So a lot of these mints are coming out from 400 so days ago, right? So you're really looking back right here, May, June, July, August in XEN, right? All this is minting coming out right now. What is fascinating is that this was one of the first cycles where you actually had real Xenians, right? Why would I say that there was real Xenians in 24 in this moment? In 2023, and this is just history, you can go back and check it. XENblocks came out. And when XENblocks came out, you had streamers like Trevon and Craig or CG and Razvan and everybody. All of the what was supposed to be the internal Xenians, ET, you know, the rest of them, all of them. They shitted on XEN because Jack came out with a Python script to mine XENblocks, and those individuals said that you're siphoning, essentially, the same thing. It's the same thing every time. It's the same fucking excuse. Oh, you're stealing money from the liquidity pool. Like that money could go into the liquidity pool. I hate when people say that shit in crypto because it's like, bro, how are you gonna just dictate where the money goes? That's not in the formula. That is such a K. Money is constant. We don't know what the fuck is going on. It's constantly moving. We can't worry about where it goes. Fuck that. Money, K. So a lot of people dump their XEN right here. You can actually see it here. We're looking at the daily. Look how oversold the RSI got, bro. The RSI was stomped the fuck out. That shit went down to 18 because of the fucking XENblocks. So in this particular narrative pivot right here, and that where people are getting their XEN right now, I honestly think it might be, it's switching hands. Like, if you know what XEN is, this was actually the most expensive XEN, for sure, on both sides of the coin. Whether you made it or you bought it, it was the most expensive. And all it's done is redistribute into more wallets as the supply has grown small. The supply should be larger in XEN. A lot of people miss this because they don't know how it works. But we see from the other experiments that the supply should be larger, but it's about interest. The global rank is a fucking sector of attention, if you want to even put it on something like that. It's a attention indicator. It's not about gas, because Avalanche has no gas and no one gives a fuck, right? It's 45 million G rank. Why isn't it growing, right? The gas has been adjusted. Xenians aren't in packs on Avalanche. That's all that means. That means there's just, a few people over there, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that means, you shouldn't relate it probably to Ethereum, because Ethereum has, thousands of miners. It's not just a couple hundred people, right? Thousands of active miners, or the G rank, I should say. Yeah, like the G rank. Is it the G rank? Yeah, it's like the G rank. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go over here. So like Avalanche, if we look at like the daily G ranks, which are C ranks, which are VMUs, we can kind of see what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm in the past. You're not in the past, Rolando. You're cruising slow. You could never be in the past. There's a lot of fast Xenians. Because everything is just about kickstarting, right? In crypto, it's about volume. Without volume, you got a dead project, right? Without transaction volume, you got a dead blockchain. So in Zen, without C ranks being made daily, you have a dead Zen. But someone could come and kick it, and that's why everyone's waiting for X1 chain, because they can piggyback on Jack Levin. Nobody has like the ability to do what Jack Levin is doing, right? The Satoshi days are over, right? That's kind of how also I think about it. The Satoshi days are over. So we can't think it's going to happen like that again, right? It's going to be a more sophisticated approach to what was the Satoshi vision, right? And Zen has that label too. Zen is labeled as a first principle contract that respects Satoshi's vision. And it does, right? And that's why I'm like, yo, the only thing that holds back a Zen coin is its native coin. Its native coin can also be its worst arch enemy. I learned that on Avalanche because I came over here and I tried to get involved. Zero, nobody in, no grant money, just chilling crypto, bro. You can see my streams. Like my one stream on how to make Zen mints with Zen.com or Zen.network is me on Avalanche. So I was actively on Avalanche in 23, and I was trying to figure it out. I've always been someone in crypto that has never had a native home, because I like Bitcoin and I like the original story, and I've low-key been chasing that. And I thought Ethereum would give it to me, and Ethereum, I think I got into ETH too late. Because if you got in at ETH at like $200, $300, you're not really making too much right now. Because Ethereum's not exploding. It's exploded, but meme coins explode way harder than ETH. So that model is popped, in my opinion. Meme coins can do numbers in days, weeks, if you try right. And this is just the beginning. So I get it. I get why everyone's trying to make a meme coin, or why meme coins have an economy of people who flip them, who go in specifically for the flip, the cycles, whatever you want to call it. But ETH, you've held it for this long. You've spent a bunch of it. You've made Zen with it. So it's like, what the fuck? Is this shit gonna explode? Like now it's starting, because you could totally see how Satoshi's work, this thing called Bitcoin, is not done, and Bitcoin can have a lot of room to grow, just being involved, right? Like being involved in Ethereum is to be into stable coins, and if you don't know the direction, you're again, I think they're like going to sideline you. You're going to be caught in a volume concept instead of something that's actually going to yield you more cryptocurrency. I think, again, being in Bitcoin is the smartest move. They do have meme communities. There are memes on Bitcoin. You could totally, get stats, use them, wait, evolve your experience on Bitcoin, and then venture out into the faster chains where things move again a lot quicker. And that's kind of why I don't see Ethereum standing a chance against Solana, especially if people feel the heat. People are now using Solana because it has the best launch. I haven't even gotten into this yet. Damn. And now we're here. Let's talk about it. So I have this data right here. I'll drop it into anyone for the chat so you guys can stay on currents. Stay current with it. DYOR, bitch. DYOR. But the meme coin wars, it's actually not that. What's happening right now is we are in the middle, and what I'm thinking, disclaimer, this is Crypto Brett's thoughts, so it might be kind of crazy. But I think we're in the middle of a new launch concept era, similar to like YouTube. Like when YouTube came out, you had other things like Daily Motion, Vimeo, competitors to YouTube for you to post your stuff. Because, not all the revenue is going to go through one pipeline. The weird thing about Web3 is nothing exists. So it is very similar to the Web2 explosion, where you had new things like Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, right? These things didn't exist. I think, again, MySpace is one of the first to actually exist. Tumblr, Zanga. This is my middle school, high school, bro. Because I was on AIM in chat rooms, and it was very easy to get into the blog space, right? Blog space, right? Blog era. You probably see that kind of shit. That's where this daily token or these deployers play a big role in SocialFi. Okay, these are the pillars of SocialFi. It's no longer the tokens. You used to get a lot of social status from being right on Bitcoin, but everybody's right on Bitcoin now because it's so big. Same with Ethereum. Everybody was right about ETH. It was easy. It wasn't hard. Telling people I was right doesn't make you cool. It makes you dated, because it's like, duh. We all seen it happening. They're putting it on paper. Paper traders are the most retarded. They're bringing in the super retardio. They said, we know how to launch it now. Bring in the retardio. Ethereum ETF, Solana ETF, Bitcoin ETF, XRP ETF. Like, this shit is about to go. Everyone's going to win, right? The next big thing is how. How do they keep winning? Because the SocialFi is no longer on calling this. That was easy. Now, you bet on these stupid motherfucking live streams, bro. You bet on these live streams. Everyone is betting now. It's horrible. We're at the trenches of humanity. I do think there's a flip on the other side, because people cannot. This is only gonna, or how do you say this? This is gonna get be very organic, and then it's gonna be very strategic, right? We'll probably see again some of the biggest Twitch stars, YouTube stars, because everyone's gonna do it on a micro level. Like Crypto Brett's gonna do it. Then you're gonna see every other streamer do it, right? I'm just providing myself with a launch pad, which is we're gonna do this shit in August. So be ready for the Crypto Brett migration, so you can be at the bottom, because I do plan on making sure that oh shit, that's what's happening. I do plan on making sure that, like, again, we keep it community driven. Like, something I'm thinking about is, like, I take 50% of the beginning and then I burn those coins after we bond to just help intensify the rarity of the stream coins. And then, like, what do you call it? It'll kind of like start from there. It's weird. this one too, yeah. This is gonna be a launch pad, so I'll do tokenomics on how I'll do the pump fund. So then that way everybody has like a better understanding of how they want to enter. Cause yeah, after it bonds, you know, I'm gonna be streaming. I'm gonna go hard. I ain't gonna be playing no video games. We're gonna talk about real cryptos like XEN on pump fund in front of people who are like looking to gamble. And I think this is gonna get really, really interesting if we, doing it for an hour a day. Here on YouTube, I stream for 2 hours. So I just take an hour of this stream, go over there, spice it up on pump fund where it's Web3 and everybody's thinking like I'm thinking. It's not like Web2 where I'm trying to like get likes and subscribers and monetize dollars and shit like that. Like that's so classic. So classic. And again, this is the beginning. These other ones don't even do this. Right? Let me see. Is there a way for me to I wish there was like a panel for every single one. But Pump Fund is the only one with SocialFi. Every other one, in my opinion, let me close some of these tabs. I got too many tabs open. My shit's freaking out. My shit like, hey, brother, what the hell? What the helly? This one's called Boop. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just launching meme coins on Solana and handing out rewards. So this is like the meta, right? The meta is if you bond a coin, you can get trading rewards. And what is the thing about Pump Fund is they don't have their formulas out. Like everything is closed source. So Pump Fund is already signed away, the rights to the NBA. And that's why I think they're getting so much investment funds in the background, just because people want that. They want the private shit. They don't want the public shit. Duh. Right? So there is an angle for launch pads that are released for public use. And that's why I'm like, okay, this makes sense for SocialFi. Because a lot of people can try launch pads until the community says, oh, yeah, I think this might be the best one. Right? Or, I generate a lot of rewards over here. Right? That's SocialFi in Web 2. Everyone moved to TikTok when the rewards went better. Everyone goes to X when the rewards get better. Right? That's SocialFi on a level of like not explaining it to you because you're just a viewer. You're just a regular motherfucker at your job just chilling. And this is what's happening in the background infecting your bags. If you don't know. Right? One person can leave a platform and fuck the stock up of some stock. Right? That's actually kind of bad too for X. It's bad for YouTube. Bad for Vimeo. Bad for Twitch. Human emotions come into play and then your biggest streamer dips. Right? So there's going to be a lot of push from all different types of companies to create a reward pad or a launch pad or whatever you want to call it. It'll be all different types of ways, just like Web 2. Right? There'll be music ones like SoundCloud. There'll be art ones like Flickr, post ones like Tumblr. It's all this shit's gonna be the same. But right now, they're taking on crypto mask or identities. They're attracting crypto holders because we have crypto. Right? The regular Web 2 motherfucker doesn't have crypto, and this is why I'm bullish on DGN, because DGN is beyond Web 2. All of the participants are Web 3. So they know what's going on when it comes to the chart. And why I'm like, okay, fine. If people are going to dump here, I need to make sure, I'm pretty sure it's mainly traders. And that's what I usually see. See this person, they got in at 4 zeros. Oh, let me see something here. Okay. I don't know who that is. PTGC Flip Melania. Man, you love PTGC, Rolando. You love post-chain, bro. No one can tell you post-chain is not real. I guess I'm the same way for X1. But like for post-chain, it's like wild because it's not connected to nothing credible. This shit is a floating blockchain in the earth, which is beautiful. It is nature. It's just like pulling up to a trailer park where you're like, yo, this is a floating gated community. People can just pick up their houses and leave. Shout out to Pulse Chain. But I want to see something real quick. Yeah. So this person got in early and they're selling. That's the nature of meme coins. People get scared and they sell. They're nothing. Look, how do you know this person is scared? Why would you sell an exact amount? Like, you got some extra coins. Why are you like, I'm going to do 400,000. Enter one soul. That, in my opinion, is gambling on a platform like DGN. You're gambling under 1 million MC. Look how much it's retraced so far. 27%. Actually, if we go to the very top where it wicked and most of the sellers are, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So you should never do TA on a shit coin. They say that. This your boy Crypto, bro. I'm gonna give you a little bit of alpha right now, okay? So it's not that you don't do TA on a shit coin. It's just that you don't believe it unless, like, you know, you're making your own move, right? So, like, me personally, because this isn't anything but what I do, I am waiting for this to pull back to at least 600. Right, 650, because that's where we hit liftoff. That was a real consensus liftoff. Somebody jumped the fuck in at 650 because they seen that it is what it is right here. Right, if you've never been in a meme coin before, or you've never been here before, meme coins are psychological. Every move is psychological. You don't need to focus on anything that anyone is saying. You need to understand the message, the mantra. You know what I'm saying? What is the beat of the drum? And are they still beating towards it? Right? It's only been 18 days since this DGN coin has been out. And it's showing hella strength, bro. Super strength. Super strength. They're going to wash everybody out at 10 million. I'm like expecting this thing where like it goes to 10 million and then the people who feel like they like this person, the people who keep a pump bag of like 1 million, like they'll feel like, oh shit, I did it. And they'll actually hold this. They won't let it go, which will build an amazing floor at 10 million. That's the psychology of it all, is that you want people to, you know, to keep shaving off what they have and staying with belief, because it allows for redistribution of the token, right? Because you had too many to begin with. You couldn't handle it. Or maybe, again, you needed to fix your car. So you're going to go and fix your car, which is fine, right? The big thing here in DGN is, where is it going? And where is it fitting in? Right? That's the only reason I like DGN, because it's a Zen vehicle. This is actually a vehicle you should, if you're in the Zen world, you should probably look into this vehicle, because it's on X1 already, essentially, right? So when X1 drops, it's not going to have Launch Labs, Let's Bonk, Pump Fun, Believe, Moonshot, Boop, Jupe Studio. None of these things will be around. I actually don't know what Boop was. That's why I wanted to pop it up. I want to see. Okay, this looks like gambling. Start a cult, lols. Start a cult. This looks very like in like Korea or Asia. That's probably where it is. So you see, there's content people over here. They're trying to figure it out. A lot of the same stuff though. But you see what I mean? Like, what do they have? A reward token? The top cults. Earn airdrops on every graduation, plus ongoing trading fees with Boop. So this right here, this is what I'm saying. It's working just like crypto, like DeFi. So they bootstrapping you to the fucking chain or to the fucking dApp so that your participation in the strapping, the bootstrapping, allows for creators to show up. Right, creators will show up because the platform bootstrapped a lot of stakers and make the rewards worth money. Right, and then if you're a staker, you should be, that's why again I'm saying, if you're holding DGen, it's the governance token. It's a meme before, it's a meme now, but like when the platform drops, it's going to become the governance token. Right? The story is so fucking good already. Like, what the fuck? That was the only reason I got into DGen when I got in, bro. I was like, who's Jason? Oh, XDEX. All right. And then I was like, wait, this coin is for his launch pad, his token factory, right? And then that's when it hit me. I was like, oh man, he divided the DEX from the launch pad. I mean, you don't have to do that, but if I put more thought into it, it's pretty smart because they're two different businesses, and it's probably better side by side rather than inside of each other, or whatever, inside of each other, because it might be too hard to get clarity of what's going on, right? But if you have them in two different places, you have XDEX for the trading fees on X or on XDEX, and then you have DGen, which has its graduations that happen with XDEX, and then the trading fees are shared between XDEX and DGen, right? That's how I'm assuming he's going to probably do it, where like XDEX people are inclined to hold their XDEX coins because it's probably going to get revenue from the DGen platform. And he has a lot of different ways to do this. But again, I'm just trying to show you this is already happening and people are trying it. They just don't know, or we just don't know where this is going. So it's taking on the DeFi mask, but it's really stepping in to where people can, in my opinion, express themselves. Because expression is where people believe the most, right? Like if I believe in myself and what I'm building, and then I just have to go live and I start making money, like that was easy, right? Like that's what everybody's trying to be. I be here on fucking YouTube trying my most not to make any money, obviously, because I don't talk about anything that anybody wants to listen to. I just talk about XEN and how sick crypto is, right? I would talk about other cryptos if they were just as sick, but unfortunately they're not. Post chain is juicy, says T-Law Fitness. Post chain beat machine is way only a matter of time. I believe when Zen pumps for the RH ecosystem will be at the same time. Of course. Dude, that's why, okay, I'm going to keep it G. The reason why I'm like, oh, we need to make Zen on X1 is to actually fork out the Pulse Chain people. I'm going to keep it G. Every time Zen goes up, everything in its external cluster, like Hex, Titan X, those are just two I can point at. I'm sure there's many more, but all those external clusters, they're all going to pump because Zen is going up so hard, right? That's why it's good to duct tape yourself to Jack Levin. And that's why everyone took the hint, right? We reached consensus on Zen because everyone is trying to stay as close as they can to Jack Levin. They're not going to let Jack get out of their grasp. Right? When the community stopped dumping, they start pumping it, right? We'll see what happens. But yeah, I do think Zen will pull up a lot of different ecosystems that are nearby. It's just in the nature. As a what I believe is a real Zenian, I think again I'm not bashing it. It's like a real thing, you know. You could take a coin's energy and boost your own, right? Bootstrapping is awesome. Like look at DGen. Like look, I've actually seen this Zen effect on many different things, like Emoji Dracula, Zencat, the Zen Knights, some other smaller concepts that have happened on the out there in the Zeniverse, right? Bootstrapping the Zenians, bro, getting turned up. moving some shit because everybody knows what's happening. This one though, this is big money. Like if you see the volume on XEN is still the highest of everything that is XEN world, the 24-hour volume. It did get kind of low down to 10,000, but when it's popping, it's like 100K. So that's why, again, it's like everyone's going back to eat XEN. We know that. And why, like, again, if the elder clusters, right, are gonna glow up, then why wouldn't you make the play on the internal cluster things like DGN? Because you would be first. You would be one of the first people to that, just like you were the first person to fucking XEN and to X1 chain, right? So I haven't shown this yet because I've just been trying to build it up. Build it up. What we can see here, though, is that tons and tons of tokens are created. Right now, you're hearing a lot about bonk. As we can see in the last 24 hours, 23,000 bonk pad launches, whatever you want to call it, happened. On Pump Fund, there was only 8,000. On Launch Labs, there was only 176. Believe was only 90. And Moonshot is connected to Dex Screener. So they have a utility where if you release on Moonshot, you actually get free banners on Dex Screener. That's why again, Emoji Dracula was released on Moonshot, right? It's got the little moon ticker here. It's doing pretty good right now too. If the volume can increase, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Emoji Dracula launched with Moonshot because we got a free banner. This costs $300, right? If you want to, that's what I'm saying. There's an industry in memes because the meme can generate a lot of revenue very quick, and everybody knows it. From the utility platforms to the users, coordinated. That's all this shit is. It's just big coordination. It used to be quiet because it was super slow. I don't know how to say this. Like, back in the day, you used to have to coordinate with people in a Telegram. But maybe for like the last two years, coordination in crypto has evolved because of Solana's durability, essentially, is how I think of it. Pump Fund has designed even more infra on Solana's durability of how fast you can gain information to make coordinated trades. Like right now, everyone is coordinating on Solana based on other people's trades, which have now turned into ways for you to bot charts where you can send like a signal to this coordination bot and it will literally buy and bond coins and then dump them. It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain this shit, like, because I haven't seen it live yet. But yeah, people are thinking of different ways to really pump it up. And the problem in these token launch factories is, as we can see again, Moonshot has 3,000. They might not really be in the same race as Launch Labs, Believe, and P.o.P. P.o.P only has 10. As from what I can see, it looks like it should only have 10 people launching over here. This shit is garbage. This is straight. This is hot ugly. This is good. Goodbye. Right? Believe would have more launches if it wasn't so VC ran. Launch Labs is actually Radium. Right? Which is wild because Radium was the original liquidity pool. So XDEX, the DGN real platform, I should say, I don't know, whatever you want to think it. But XDEX is a rebuild of Radium. So it's a fork of Radium, but Radium is closed source, so they had to actually rebuild it based on Radium. So like how Radium's docs are, I think Jason just kind of recreated it using what they have. And XDEX is pretty solid. I've been testnetting it and whatnot. But you can see here again, Radium does not have a social fi atmosphere. It's very crypto, bedroom, dated, you know, I can only do UX. I don't know how to do prod. That's how I think of this shit. There's this one sector of crypto where no one knows how to do UX. Everybody just knows how to do prod. They're hand in hand, motherfuckers. Put them together, you get pump fun. That's why yo, I'm hyped on pump fun. So if we let's look at bonk just to show you what I mean. What is it? Let's bonk, right? Or yeah, let's bonk.fun. So see, bonk is the same. Look at, you load it up and it's nothing. And I've heard this from people about pump fun. People say when they go to pump fun, they don't like how it's all stuttery and it is the way it is, right? And I mean, it used to be way uglier than this. They added some shade chin UI to this, right? Now, pump fun again. When we look at this, we know pump fun is the leader. They made all the fees. They have the culture. They have the vision. They have a chat. They have a support. I don't know why they have a support and they have chat. Chat is actually pretty sick. So when you make like a project, you get like a free chat box. Like if we look at DGN, you can join the chat and you can try to like use the chat here to pump it up. But DGN's already bonded 19 days ago. You know, again, it's done its thing. It's out in the wild. Its all-time high is 1.4 million. It's trying to go higher. You know what it is. But again, what makes DGN different than every other pump fund token? It has a platform, right? But if you didn't have that, if you weren't Jason building, you have no clue what the fucking build. You don't build anything. That's where pump fund enters the social fi realm by introducing live streams, right? When you introduce live streams, you allow individuals to become the platform, right? Before I could think of it, right? Look, this guy's still here. The guy working at Walmart is still here bagging groceries on Pump Fund. He is the platform. This Thanks guy is actually going pretty hard. He plays golf all day. He's a trust fund kid. I don't know if he's really going to rock it. So that's kind of what I want to do too. I kind of want to go on Pump Fund and just like shit on everybody. Because like we got to turn up Pump Fund. Or this social fi zone. It's gonna get flooded with the wrong things. We already know this. Like Gen Z is gonna come in. They can start shooting off fireworks in the bedroom. But the thing is I don't think that degenerate content will survive. You know, it'll be identified as pump and dump, and then like over time the behaviors will become more restricted. Naturally, because people will want a bigger bag. They'll like see, just like in anything in crypto, right? You see how the bag is growing. So you want to put yourself in position to grow with that, right? I see that in Pump Fund. I see that with the live streams. I see that with the app. They're really coming into your palm, no homo. This, you know, and they're beating everyone because everyone else is still looking at how do we flip tokens. It's almost like they left them with the meta and they don't know what to do with it. Right? What makes DGen different? The DGen feed. So in DGen, here, let me find DGen real quick. So in DGen, we'll go to the thing here. And I haven't even showed you the revenues yet. I'm just trying to give you a basis of like how different everything is. And again, dual chain launchpad for Solana X1. Like it's number one, it's attached to X1. So if you believe in X1, you should probably get into DGen now on Solana because this is, in my opinion, the soft launch of the DAO. So if you want to be in the DAO on X1, then why wouldn't you, get the coins now? Because now I'm starting to think that DGen, before I used to say, oh, maybe DGen needs to have two tokens that live two different prices. But now I think there's a lot of different ways to keep the DGen level high on the governance. And like, there's a lot of ways to play the dual chain DGN token. So I'm excited to see what Jason also wants to think of. But let me see if I can find this video real quick of what he was talking about. Media. Shout out to the skulls. The skulls are cool. Right here.
Hey everyone, this is Jay.
I'm not gonna play the video. I just want to see the graphic. Well, here's some of the graphics. So you see here, and this one, this thing can grow over time, right? If everyone gets involved now, we can really help Jason create like a community platform for launching coins, again, strategized for everyone to essentially win, right? Winners are the people, is the platform and the creators. So this is still being cleaned up, I think, in my opinion. And why, again, I'm just here for it. I'm here to see it all unravel. And I feel early to what is like a pump fund, what is like a Let's Bonk, what is like a Launch Labs on Radium, right? See, Radium did it. They freaked it. They put it the launch pad inside the DEX. And then from what I believe, Radium and Jupiter, they are together still or some shit like that. I don't even fucking know. Let me shut up. I don't know what it is. So yeah, this has a lot of growth because again, it's number one on X1 chain, and then on Solana, it's just an addition. So, we'll see where it goes, but it has rewards. It's just like this P.o.P thing. So, let's see what they got. 24 hours. Fees earned on P.o.P. Total stakers is 10,000 SOL. They made 20. Oh, that's the total. I don't know how long it's been running for. Oh, in 24 hours, they only made 12 Solana. And people, that's what I'm saying. People will game this. They'll try to like trade this piece here and make profit off of it. 12 Colts made. That's not enough. See what I mean? They're trying to strategize it. This is what I mean. Or this is what I'm trying to get at. Colts is such a stupid name for new tokens. It's just a token, bro. It's tokenized creators. That's it. Just keep it there, right? It's DGNs, if you want to give them a label. But yeah, you can see there's $2,000 that just flows through this stupid thing. And it could be because it's in this meme coin war, which, maybe we need to get into this when DGN drops so people can see the volume that we're doing. And you can see like from the Bonk website, it totally makes sense that they're flooding this. Right, creator rewards. Earn 400 SOL. I don't even know what this is. Some sort of competition. Oh, Let's Bonk is using Launch Labs. That's weird. I don't understand it. See, it's all weed together, but this is like a really bad UX in my opinion. Like it just doesn't bring it to life like how sick it is. Like what the creator can bring to the game. And a lot of people were just pumping Bonk this week so that they can yield these rewards. Right? So that meta's out there. That shit is not a secret. Everybody knows it's happening. The problem is a lot of these people don't have builders, so they can't build the platform. But this right here, this is where I think DGen stands out. So when you start your project on DGen or your token launch, you're going to be able to upload a shield video, right? Shield board video. So you could essentially strategize your whole platform based on a shield video. So it doesn't have to be like Pump Fund where you have to strategize your platform based on live streaming. Like maybe you're not like a crypto bruh, or maybe you're not balls enough, to work your middle wage job and live stream, right? Maybe that isn't you. So I think this is where a lot of people will gravitate towards this style of SocialFi, of upload. And there's a lot of games to be played here. I haven't even dropped all of them. But I'm just gonna talk about the shield board one, because the shield board one you can bump if it's a really good video, right? If it's a really good video, or I'm still trying to figure out how they're gonna drop it and rotate it. But there could be different ways, again, different content. I can't tell you how you're gonna make it happen, but just like anything, I think about like MySpace. Like when MySpace came out, I was a little lad. I was in middle school, 8th grade, I think, and like everybody didn't know how to use like Photoshop. And like for some reason I was hip with it, and I knew how to use like Photoshop, and I was helping some of like the rappers in my local hood create their MySpaces so they look different, right? All of a sudden you can become an individual if you knew somebody who knew how to tweak it a little bit. And this was during like the Soulja Boy wave, right? People were coming to MySpace to put their music out because it was a good place to maybe go viral, right? Maybe go viral. So that's kind of where I'm at with the SocialFi and this shield board video. The shield board video feels like if you do it right, or if you have a strategy, you could potentially use it to your advantage, and you'll make it however you make it, however you're going to do it, right? A lot of people will be doing it different ways. So I do think that is makes it better than Bonk already, because Bonk doesn't have that. And I hope they get it to market soon, so that that's why I hope Jason gets it to market soon, so that it can start and people can start making coins on DGN. And new creators come over to DGN because they want to learn, or they want to be first, right? So all of these things are going to go through waves. You can even see it here on day one. This one, maybe they fabricated it though. They got 10,000 coins made, then 5,000 coins made. So this was very robotic. It'd be awesome if, I'm sure they're going to try to flood it. It's hard to explain it. But if you get what I'm saying, like, this is how it's going to start. It's going to come out. People are going to try to test it out. It's going to be significantly popular, and then probably do Levin's Law. But we're connected to X1. It's not just a solo launch pad. This one actually, again, is connected to a bigger blockchain. Now, when we go down and we look at the revenue for the last 24 hours, and why, again, holding DGen might be a smart idea, right? If it's going to be receiving revenue. So the volume for Pump Fund is $43 million in the last 24 hours. Now, Launch Labs, 5 million. And we can see here on Bonk, 148 million, right? I do think this is a lot of washing. Okay, people make coins, they sell coins, make coins and sell coins, which is making this number look very gigantic. Now, I don't know what that means, for what's happening, but I do think that Pump Fund being the inception, the number one, still maintaining higher volume than Launch Labs, it makes me positive that this can grow with the right attention, right? If Pump Fund is positioned the right way for mass appeal. It's not mass appeal right now, right? So it's okay that it doesn't match Bonk's volume. Bonk is obviously being pumped. So revenue is fascinating because in 24 hours, you have a $478,000 worth of revenue. So it's almost, as you can see here, 0.1%, right? Or is it 1%? 1%. That's 1% of the total revenue is going back to Pump Fund. The rest of the volume is essentially just people trading and whatever they're making, right? On Pump Fund, on Bonk, you have 1.4 million in Bonk fees, which is very similar as well, right? Very, very, very similar. Now, this is fascinating because both of these players are taking pretty much the fees. They let you duke it out here, And it looks like, again, it looks pretty good. You know, if you know how to play the game, you're definitely beating the house, because they're just taking a tiny fee, you know, and maybe you do fall into this fee thing. The house took your money. You went to the casino, gambled, you dropped 20, you know, you are the 20K of this. So you did it. You spent 20K on trying to pump a token to $1 million and it failed. I think these numbers are going to get really, really big on daily revenue. We can see here that it's already been like that. May 22nd, over $1.9 million worth of fees. It was literally the reverse. You know, Bonk had nothing. Pump Fund had everything, right? So it's apparent these fees are going to keep going up. And then who did they go back to? They go back to Pump Fund. I don't even think Pump Fund is setting people up to stake the coin. It almost feels like they're going to set up everyone to own it and trade it. Own and trade the Pump Fund coin. Don't stake it. Blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about the fees coming from the platform. We got, you know, and they have leverage. So I'm bullish on Pump Fund because they have so much leverage that they don't have to do that. Right? They don't have to be Boop. Right? They don't. Now Bonk has to be like Boop because people aren't going to want to hang out here. Like, what is this tech? What is this tech? How the fuck are you going to release tech from a launch pad? It's a launch pad, bro. Tech doesn't come from a launch pad yet, right? Or some shit. But you can tell this is like half-assed. It's very not well thought out. Same for Radium. It's not well thought out. It could be a lot better. And it will get a lot better with other programs coming out, such as like DGN. But this revenue share, again, I think is what's the most important thing on this data board here, because this type of stuff will be going back to DGN holders. Skull holders. So if you hold a skull, you got DGN to amplify it, right? You're going to be receiving a lot of Solana and XNT from people just trying to launch coins, because this is where the meta is. The meta is to you know, put $1,000 behind a launch and pray it gets to 1 million so you can make a revenue. More and more people will be coming and launching every day. Every day, 1 million launches. They don't give a fuck. They did the same Mario launch every hour for 10 days. They launched a Mario Luigi coin. They're praying, okay, I hope this hits, you know. Bonk sounds so dirty. Yeah, Bonk is pretty dirty. But yeah, that's kind of why, again, no one's gonna really talk about it like this, because they're not seeing the vision of SocialFi, right? Some think SocialFi will be on a blockchain level, and that's why they're pushing Sui and Aptos. Sui and Aptos, they changed the VM so it can be SocialFi. Fuck that. That shit is whack. They sacrificed. That's how I think of it. I think of Sui and anybody who uses a Move VM, they're sacrificing core crypto components for corporate greed, because you're just gonna ship those individuals to Facebook, and then Facebook is just gonna milk them in ads, and you're like okay with that. You're like okay with shipping millions and millions of clueless people into the cesspool of what is corporation at your own greed, so you can go on a vacation, a cruise. It's fucking crazy. What's up, Savon? Let's fucking go. Yeah, Zen is on the move, man. I told you, bro. We just gotta chill. Just keep it Zen. It's gonna work for us. We don't have to work for it. And I believe the same thing for DGen, bro. You won't have to work for DGen. DGen will work for you. Like Jason is working, right? I didn't even finish showing that, but the next step in this was this right here. Like the token page will have the shill video. So there's a lot of different video ideas. And again, I know that it's going to get repetitive, but like I said, in anything in the beginning, you need to provide content to be seen. You can't, like, I've been streaming over and over and over again. The only reason people don't really see my stream is because I don't have I don't do a good job getting people here. And I think to myself, hey, maybe I should do a better job. But fuck that. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to talk about other coins. I just want to chill and talk about this like journey of starting at zero, which is XEN did, right? XEN started at zero. Bitcoin started at zero. Ethereum did not. Solana did not. X1 will not. XEN, Bitcoin, they did, right? And that's kind of why, again, I don't know what's going to happen here, but a lot of people there's crypto is going to start here. They're going to start at ground zero on DGN. And as long as this is providing them with some amazing tools, they will force themselves to the future. They will be there. The revenue is too good, right? Here's the funny thing that we need to solve. Les Bonk has a lot of graduations, but we know it's inflated. So the pump fund graduations at 59 a day, you know, this could be better. The rest of these are really bad. 16, 6. I mean, Emoji Dracula got out the moonshot gauntlet. So that's big. But yeah, this will be where I feel DGN needs to shine the best. It needs to make sure that it graduates tokens so that people get out of the platform. If people don't get out of the platform, then it's going to be a fail. And that's kind of where we have a lot of opportunity, again, to own the DGN coin and become the DAO. And be like, yo, we should alter this or do this so we can have a better, you know, that. And, you know, if everyone's like, yeah, let's vote on that. Let's vote on having a better outcome for creators. It might attract more creators to want to pick up the DGN coin to vote and shit. And then a real DAO will be born at that point. I haven't seen a real DAO born, but I think you can build a DAO on SocialFi. Because the consensus is easier to see. Like, everybody knows where we want to be, which is, you know, up, not down. But like in utility land, like XEN or like blockchain, like down is like, oh yeah, we're going to get more coins. Like down in memes or token launch platforms means death. Like, yeah, you're not good at this. Like, you're bad. Like, we're going to go to where the money is. We're going to Netflix. Going to Hulu. That's what's going to happen. Right? So that's why I'm like, yo, the first DAO, you know, it's like almost like if MySpace had a DAO in the beginning before it had a board of directors. It's kind of wild. And that's a big task. And no one should take it on, but I'm just saying it's going to be feeling like that. And it wouldn't be surprised if it turns into that with staking. And I think that's coming up next, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. What up, Johnny? We making noise nonstop, promoting the DGN. DGN DAO for the win. Nah, for real. I mean, it's a meme until it's not, right? So it's not it's like a DAO. That's all I can see, because every other launch pad does not have it. Pump Fund launched a DAO, but it's in the hands of investors. So they're gonna have the best interests, and that's smart because this is a big mission. I'm mad we're giving it to Pump Fund. We're just giving it to them. Here you go. Right? Nah, you can be a DGN and not being involved in that at all. Like, and you can catch up. If you've been on Pulse Chain or EVM, it's like, yo, catch the fuck up. Get in the DGN and get a bunch of Sol. Because a whole bunch of Solana is about to go into this. Right? The platform isn't live yet. It's not advertisable. It's just like X1 chain. We can see what is being advertised, and we can see the target. All right, all we need to do is have 200 graduating, you know, tokens, and it be for a good reason. That's how I'm thinking of it. How do you increase this graduation for comprehension? So then that way people understand what the fuck they doing, what the fuck they graduating. That's what's happening on Pump Fund. And that's why, again, I think 59 is an amazing number, because that's 59 graduations a day. 59, bro. I mean, if it was manipulated, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but yeah, it doesn't matter. How do you say this? it does matter because it's still not organic. So organic would probably be like Moonshot, because who the fuck is on Moonshot? But again, organic might be Believe or Boop, because they really have the trench. Like, who is on Boop? No one's on Boop. So no one's here. Just like Zen. Right? If this was gauges, why are two of the gauges at 0? This is fucked up. Like, the whole industry's fucked at this point, right? You got fabrication in the bonk world, and then you've got just enough graduations in pump fund to keep it relevant. Right? So again, DGN's gonna come in, kick out one of these. I assume it'd probably be Boop, because I don't know what the fuck that is. Gonna kick out Boop. Boop. What's up, Samson? Qubit in the house. And yeah, I can totally see us taking market share from these other places. Like, if Launch Lab has this much, you know, all it is really bootstrapping Solana bros to what we got going on. And we haven't seen that yet. We're still trying to move Xenians from EVM into Solana. Like, we're really trying hard with all of this, you know, this understanding, right? Look at DGN, people are trying to hold it down. It said, wait for me. Wait for me. Let's do this account right here. I only have 3 assets on Pulse Chain. I got like 5 on Solana and XEN and 3 on EVM, so I'm everywhere. Damn. Yeah. Damn, you're basically out of Pulse Chain, bro. You got to have at least 10. You got to have 10 assets in one blockchain to be like, I'm really there. You can't just have USDC on a blockchain and be like, I'm there. What up, Tree City West? They are in the trenches. They are in the trenches formed by the sewage at the bottom of the trench. The trench inside the trench. The trenchception. Yeah, that's a super trench, bro. If you're on Boop right now, you're in the super trenches. Yeah, this is a fumble. It's got to be from Asia. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on DGen. I know nobody really wants to buy the NFTs right now, but that's kind of why, again, the NFTs, if they yield to people more than 2 Solana, then they'll be into it. But that's like Jason's pricing. Like, if Jason thinks they're gonna be able to hodl 2 Solana, $500 worth of value, then like, yeah, they better be able to. But yeah, I think that's why it's struggling for minting, because nobody wants to pay 2 because there's no product, right? It makes no sense. There's a lot of people here who want it to make sense. So there's a few mints that have happened. And I feel like, again, we might see more mints happen if value can be shown, you know, or something happens. Like, people have the 2 Solana. One reason 2 people were able to mint out all the original skulls was because they were selling the pump. That's why I also think people wanted to sell down, because they sold a lot of their DGen for Solana to buy skulls. You know, so if you played that game where you sold all of your DGen for skulls, like, you definitely wanted to fall down, because, you know, you need to get your DGen back. Like, you know, you bought that DGen for, you know, 10K and you sold it for 100K, like, to buy skulls, you want your DGen back type shit. So I could totally see that. You got to put me in your DGen coin that you keep mentioning. Yeah, bro. Nah, click this link. Hold on. I'm going to put it in the chat. Come to Solana. We up. It's actually almost to the retrace. I don't know who's watching this, but there's some whales definitely watching it, because all of this selling, again, was people selling the 1 million psychology. Sometimes I think about that, like selling the psychology numbers, but I want the biggest yield. And the problem is when you sell these bigger numbers, you don't really get a discount. That's why I personally do not like to tell people to sell into a pump. Because if it's going to go higher, you're not going to have as much when it goes up. And then you turn into like one of these accounts who only like holds 1 million. All right. Like they only want to hold 1 million because they just want to have a pump bag. And it's like, that's fine, you know, but like real hodlers are rewarded and, you know, you had enough. But at the same time, I understand. Yeah. So it's all, you know, how long can you hodl before you have to make a decision, you know? And I heard that they're going to have perps. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen on DGen that I just feel like you might want to be around for it. So I understand you need to take your profits. You need to go live your life, fix your car, pay your rent. But hey, maybe this is worth more than a pump bag. Just maybe. Because I'm showing you the data, where it fits in. And there's no reason it shouldn't. There's no reason it shouldn't. It's on Solana. And it has backing. I don't know if there's a way for us to see. Let's see if there's another way for us to see a bunch of these. Let's see if we can see Solana launch pads. What's up, EW? See, at first, like launch pads were like AI agents. And now the AI agent launch pads aren't as cool because human launch pads are way cooler. Don't ever count out the humans again. Don't ever count out the humans again. Solana launchpad market. So the sector, right? This one is someone showing it. Revenues, tokens, volume users. If you don't see a protocol here, please reach out on Twitter. Let's see what they got here. Meme now. Oh, this is some other stuff. Moonshotgaming.com. Damn. Meme now doesn't do anything. That shit dead as fuck. Make now dot meme. Hold, I need to see this website. Lols. This project does not offer its services to citizens in America. Duh. Why? What the fuck? So that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, yeah, of course. Game.com. That one doesn't have anybody launching on it. February 10th. Womp, womp, womp. And you see what I mean? Like, people are going to be super duper selective on like the launch pads that they talk about. And another reason why like DGen is easy, because it's like, oh, DGen's easy. Everybody's just going to talk about it because it's connected to X1 chain. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with all this other stuff. And you're early. You're first to it. Johnny says Zen is pumping. Say it ain't so. They don't got a bag. They want to get a bag, but they don't got one. Zen about to pump out of this world. What you mean? That's why I'm like, I was saying that before. I was like, yo, honestly, it needs to pump on the weekly. The weekly is a crazy one. So on the weekly, we need to get to 27, 28. Right? We get up to that level, 28 million. We're going to the fucking moon, bitch. We're going to go to the moon based on so much buy pressure because there's no XEN available. And a trillion XEN won't do anything because there's not a trillion XEN just puts a trillion XEN in this pool. The exchanges are going to have all the XEN and they're going to market make the fuck out of this shit. So they're going to make everyone put their KPIs if you want to buy XEN through them. It's going to get disgusting. Get ready. So yeah, XEN looks ready. It's filling up right now on the 21. The ship is filling. See how the 21 is diving and stabbing this candle here? It's getting ready to fill it up with a lot of green candle juice. Let's build this week about drink more water token. Hey, for real. Now we gotta launchpad that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Wait. We're gonna launchpad the shit out of a lot of coins and out of a lot of cool ideas. Where Jay-Z and Dame Dash. The Rock is in the building. Why the fuck did it got so hot? Like it's like all the humidity just flew into my fucking crib. What the hell? But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for today. It's Monday. Don't snooze and lose. You can clearly see XEN wants to rocket. The market makers are making markets, and yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't. None of this is financial advice. It's all just me talking about tokens. Just believe whatever you want to believe. DGN's up next. 10 million is loading. It's a meme coin. It's attached to a platform that's going to launch other meme coins. I think you want to own the launcher versus owning the things launched on it. I don't know.